So let's try to understand each other. But I'm gonna tell you to take the time. I know it's a lot of deep hate for me, and you might really despise my guts. So I'm gonna give you a chance, okay? I'm gonna give you some time. I ain't asking you to do a full 360 in one day. You know, this can take me.
See, like, he's trying to command niggas to like him, which is what he did with Jay Cinco. Bro, you're just validating all the criticism that niggas like Jay Cinco have made public. You're literally doing that right now. You're doing literally the same thing with the content, but that ain't how the internet works, bro. It's not how the universe works, and it's not how the internet works. You are making this worse for yourself. I hope this video gets through to you. No one else is gonna make a video like this. Maybe other niggas that are criticizing you genuinely hate on you. They might. I don't, bro. But okay. DDG addresses the haters. DDG live. Bro, stop. You're making it worse. All right, let's see. Shit, man. You're a fucking multi-millionaire, bro. Drop me a big bag. 4 months. I just need 4 months. I will turn your entire reality around, bro. If you were to, you know, pay me a consultation fee. But okay. All right, let's watch the video. Move the album this Friday. Okay.
Talk to my haters real quick. What's up, man? What's my real quick? Let me just talk to my haters real quick for 1 second.
All right, bad idea.
Let's have a heart to hate. To all my haters, man. What's up, man? Is this something deeper? Like what is it? Did I hit your hoe or something? Like, you gotta let me know, like, exactly why you hate me. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. But I feel like if we have a conversation and we honestly figure it out together, then we can grow to like each other. You feel me? Because I'm trying to, if I hit your hoe, then I'll literally I'll block her right here and there, just so you can feel better. You feel me? I'm not even trying to really, like, beef with for real, but I'm really trying to understand, like, where all this coming from. You having problems at home? You know what I'm saying? What is going on?
Nigga, I wouldn't be talking about having problems at home. See, this is a problem with DDG, man. He just can't look himself in the mirror and accept that he made some mistakes. He didn't treat some people right. You're a public figure. This is the cost. The people that support you, the average American makes between $40,000 and $60,000 a year. You make that probably in a week. The trade-off for that is when you're doing great, everybody glazes you and sings you praises. But when you get exposed for doing foul shit, people are going to criticize you. That's the deal. And so I'm not saying you got to try and change yourself and become a better person, but you have two options. Either you do that and commit to treating the people in your life better, or don't pay attention to the haters. You clearly understand how to farm success. You clearly understand how to make money, how to get attention. And so just focus on that. That's what you should do. Now, you're going to still keep getting hate as long as you continue to be a shitty person to people, because people can only take so much. But this just saying, oh, yeah, no, the reason I'm getting criticism for disrespecting people that have been there for me, for all the plethora of shit that I've done. The reason that people are criticizing me is because you fucked their girl? And you're also confusing criticism with hate. Yeah, and I'm sure he would consider me a hater because I'm speaking negatively about him. But I don't hate DDG. Bro, if tomorrow DDG turns all this shit around and starts just racking up W's, I'm going to be happy for him. I'll be like, okay, bros, he's fixed whatever, you know, whatever is going on in your life that you got problems at home with, that you have problems in your heart, in your mind. I'll be like, that's dope. He figured it out, finally. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. But let's let him keep going.
You mad? I'm handsome. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm genuinely trying to figure it out. If you can tell me, that's what I be wanting from y'all. I'm speaking to all my haters.
And why do you care? What happened to the fact that you are making millions and millions of dollars? I thought that's what mattered. Why are you allowing people who aren't on your level in the category that apparently is the most important to you? Why are you letting that bother you? That confuses me, perplexes me.
You want from y'all, like, a lot of it be random. And it's like, it's coming from a place of love, obviously, because the moment I tweet, a hater comments on it. So it's obviously love. If it's attention that you need, just let me know how you like me to be more attentive to you so you can grow to show more positive love instead of negative love. Because all hate is just negative love. At the end of the day, hate is love, is a form of love. It's just a negative way.
I agree. I agree 1,000%. I'm not hating on DDG. You know, I want this nigga to turn this shit around. I love seeing young black people win, but goddamn.
All hate is just negative love. At the end of the day, hate is how you like me to be more attentive to you so you can grow to show more positive love instead of negative love. Because all hate is just negative love. At the end of the day, hate is love.
Sure,
It's a form of love. It's just a negative
way.
way.
I think hate and love are two sides of the same coin. Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? Just because subtracting is taking away and addition is adding, don't mean it ain't and don't mean that it's not math. You feel me? It's all math at the end of the day.
Okay.
So hate is negative, it's subtraction. Love is addition, multiplication. But at the end of the day, it's all love, you know? So I'm just trying to figure it out. I really just want to know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Be a better person. That's it. Be a better person.
And I feel like if we can have a conversation and have a real heart to heart, like I would love for a clipper that's watching this to clip this and put this
Or
on.
stop paying attention to it. Like I said in that video, one of the videos that we've done with DDG and Jay Cinco, you don't got to be a good person to be a powerful person. Clearly, DDG is powerful in a way, right? He's able to manifest money, wealth, attention, right? And so he has power, but if you can't cope with the criticism, if that shit is keeping you up at night, is giving you indigestion, it's causing your hair to fall out, all of that shit, well then just be a better person. Don't give people to talk shit about you regarding. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why hundreds of thousands of people are on Jay Cinco's side. There's a reason hundreds of thousands of people thought the way you was moving with Ben the Don was weird as fuck. Like, take a look at this. 4 months ago, I made a video titled, "Supporting DDG means you hate women." My response to Sean C. Sean C., a very popular hip-hop commentator, made a video talking about your situation with your BM. And he was basically saying that people were wrong for supporting you in your efforts to fight for the ability to see your child more often. And I was on your side. In fact, all the way up until this point, I was on DDG's side the whole time. The whole time. Why is that? I'm a father, and I'm also the son of a divorced couple, right? My mom and my dad, they got divorced when I was like around 4 years old, somewhere around that range. And so both with my experience of being married and the ups and downs that comes with marriage and witnessing that situation between my parents, I know that there are always two sides to the story. And regardless of whatever was going on between you and Hallie, I truly believe that you love your son. I don't know you. I've never seen you interact with your kid. But from what I've seen and me just giving everybody a baseline level of the benefit of the doubt, I imagine you love your son. Shit didn't work out with your girl. It happens. Were you probably toxic in your relationship? Yeah, you probably were toxic in your relationship, but I've been toxic in my relationship. And I'm sure Hallie was toxic in your relationship. Nobody's perfect. Also, allegedly, you cheated on her. Do I think that makes you a bad guy? No, I don't. I think it makes you a bad partner. It makes you a terrible baby daddy, especially if the agreement between you and your BM while you were together was that you were in a committed monogamous relationship, that's foul for you to cheat on your girl. But listen, man, I understand it. I'm a man. I get it. Doesn't make it right, but I know it doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you immature. It makes you selfish. It makes you irresponsible, but it doesn't make you a bad person. And so I'm sure you haven't seen that video. That video only got 20,000 views, but I was supporting you, bro. And in hindsight, maybe I was wrong to support you. I ain't gonna lie. Now I'm realizing if this is how you are based on how you treat your friends, I can only imagine how you was treating Hallie. And so maybe I was giving you too much grace. Maybe I was giving you too much of a benefit of the doubt, but I was on your side. Like I've said in other videos, bro, I am the opposite of a hater because my personal philosophy tells me that everyone reaps what they sow, and you can only receive that which you are aligned with spiritually, energetically. What do I mean by that? It means there's no reason to ever hate on anybody. There's no reason to ever envy anybody. If you want to have what somebody else has, you just need to put yourself in the same frame of mind that that person that you are jealous of, you put yourself in that frame of mind and you move accordingly. All you got to do is have that with conviction and consistency, and you will also reap the same things. If you sow apple seeds and get apples from an apple tree, then if I sow apple seeds, I know I'm going to get apples as well. So there, for me personally, I can't hate on people because hating on people is just the dumbest thing in the world. It's a confession that you don't understand how this universe really works from a metaphysical level. So 4 months ago, I'm supporting you, right? Not long after that situation with Hallie, you have the situation where your brother crashes out on your behalf because a nobody called you doo-doo garbage. And for the most part, the entire internet gave you some criticism for that. I wouldn't say people were really hating on you, but it was immature. You're pushing 30. Your brother is in his 30s. This behavior was incredibly irresponsible, especially in the eyes of people who support you because your supporters want you to win. And so when you are doing dumb shit like this, it's like, fuck, man. Like you're slowing up the progress, right? Then 3 months ago, you had the situation with light-skinned baddie, where she does some like goofy snake shit. Again, I was defending you here. He said he want to understand. And so I'm trying to show you that no, everyone doesn't just hate on you for no reason. And no, everyone isn't hating on you because you're successful and you have money and you're so handsome and you're fucking everybody's girl. That's not why, at least that's not why I'm giving you criticism. Yeah, I'm sure you've had haters forever. Anybody who has any amount of motion on the internet, you're going to have people hate on you for no reason. And maybe that's who DDG's talking to. But I think he cares far more about reaction channels like mine that's getting hundreds of thousands of views covering DDG than the little anime profile picture guy on Twitter that's saying shit to try and get under your skin and he's getting like 50 likes on Twitter. I'm sure that's not what's really causing you to be making videos like this addressing your haters. Then we had the situation where you was, you know what I'm saying, you moved on, you starting to do a little some with India Love, and then we see India Love moving crazy with Duke. And so we cover that situation, right? Nobody's hating on you in that situation. If anything, we're talking about how India Love is being a fucking thought, just jumping from dick to dick or nigga to nigga trying to get clout. Fast forward to 3 months ago, you get into the beef with, and I actually just skipped over the situation with Dub, right? Where Dub and McQueen get into a beef. I'm trying to show you, bro, you've been in a lot of shit in a very small period of time. It is insane. Nobody's doing this to you. You are doing it to yourself. Again, this Reggie versus DDG beef situation is insane. So you start off the thing with Reggie. And even though now in hindsight, looking back, I do believe you was wrong for coming at Reggie for breaking up with his chick because she was literally trying to scam his fans. But at that point in time, I didn't really see it like that. And so even there, I was defending you. Niggas was saying I was biased to DDG, that I was like a DDG fucking defender type shit. Then you clap back at Reggie. I'm still on your side. Reggie fires back at you. I think I'm still on your side at that point. All of these videos, you can go and watch it, bro, and see that I was on your side. No cap, nigga. At this point, I probably have as many videos defending you as I do have criticizing you. But then the beef started to change, and I don't know what happened, bro. You started doing weird shit. You started doing corny shit. This I would consider more corny than weird, but DDG got backdoored by Reggie's ex and lost the beef. This is when the beef started to go in Reggie's favor, because you're talking about flying out this chick who is also a nobody, right? Spending a bag on her, talking about, I'm gonna fly you out, I'm gonna spend 10 bands, and even your boys had to hit you up. I remember that your boys had to hit you up and say, bro, what you doing? This is not cool. This is weird. This is lame. You feel me? How you gonna do that? Anyway, after you already committed to doing that, she gets on live and says that she's more loyal to Reggie than you, and she was about to finesse you, and so you didn't end up flying her out, thank God. Then you do the thing with Reggie's dad, bro, his dead dad, and you apologize for it. And this is where I said, this is how DDG lost the beef with Reggie. Acknowledging that your two main forms of attack against Reggie were bad. Trying to fly out that chick, that was a bad move. You took an L there. Then you apologize for the thing you did with Reggie's dad, acknowledging that that was wrong, that was foul. And personally, I don't even care about it being going too far. It didn't make sense. Trying to attack a dude about his dad who wasn't in the picture. Was your dad in the picture? Are your parents still together? I don't know, but it just didn't make sense to try and criticize a guy because he doesn't have a good relationship with his dad because his dad was a deadbeat. Like, there's nothing there. I just don't see anything there. So it was a bad move strategically. And it also was very cringe and weird and try hard. You try to do what hood niggas do when they know that their gang kills somebody from a rival gang's collective and say, oh, what happened to so-and-so? You know, we smoking on so-and-so, we smoking on that. This situation with Reggie's dad doesn't fit in that model. It doesn't work. And so pretty much everyone was against you with this move right here, and you apologize. And so that at that point, I said you lost the beef. So that was 2 months ago, right? Then we skip forward another month and we talk about how India Love ruined everything for DDG. Now, my analysis is you left India Love. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, if you want to claim another L and admit that India Love left you. But my honest assessment is you broke it off with India Love. And if you're honest, you will admit that a part of the reason that happened is because India Love ruined your show. She ruined your you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this love show thing. She came into the scene and absolutely ruined it. Now, we can't put all the blame on her because you're the captain of the ship and you allowed what I would chalk up to nothing more than a temporary, condition of simpery. You were simping for India Love. You had become enamored with the BBL and the light-skinned IG baddie girl, and you allowed that to cloud your judgment. She ruins the show, which is essentially the consensus of everybody, including your fans. Your fans were the ones saying that the loudest. And because a good tree can't bear bad fruit, how you do anything is usually how you do everything. I'm sure there were things that we don't know about that also involve India that turned you off. I know for a fact, if that show went amazing and India was a part of it and she was a part of the reason why the show was so loved, you and India would still be together right now. I believe that wholeheartedly, unless there is some real foul shit or weird shit that happened behind the scenes that we don't know about. But I think if you're honest, you will admit that this whole incident played a role in you not really being into her like that anymore. Then you crash out on your own audience over her. Your audience is trying to tell you we not really rocking with this dynamic with you and India Love. Something about this is fucked up. And instead of hearing that, because you were still under the spell of the BBL, you crashed out on your own fans, only to break up with her literally, 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later? And it's very reminiscent of how you was saying fuck Reggie's dad, and then 4 months later, you go and squash the beef. Again, the past is the greatest predictor of the future, which is why Cinco was like, I already knew you was gonna do that, when he said This is why I didn't crash out the way you wanted me to crash out on Reggie, because I know you, nigga. I've been around you and I already know how this shit gonna go, and it went exactly the way he thought it would go. Then you throw your friends under the bus. So not only do you fire on your audience, on your fans, the niggas that made you rich and actually want to see you succeed, when they're giving you valid criticism about how India was poisoning the system. Something was fucked up and everybody could see she had something to do with it. You then go and throw your friends under the bus as well. Ben the Don, the Shay. In an effort to try and defend India because people were turning on her, you throw them under the bus. DDG fans watching this, am I wrong? Have I told any lies at this point? Up until this point, I haven't. I'm trying to wake DDG up. I'm trying to show, bro is too, I don't know if it's truly narcissism, because everybody gets called a narcissist these days. If you have even a little ounce of, you know what I'm saying, fucking arrogance or feel, you know, confidence, people might call you a narcissist if they don't like you. But honestly, I'm starting to wonder if this nigga truly has narcissistic personality disorder. The fact that you can't see this shit is crazy. But okay, maybe after this video you will, if you ever see this shit. So you throw your boys under the bus for a girl you literally broke up with not even like 2 weeks later. And then you go and you squash the beef with Reggie, during which Reggie says some slick shit to you about how, you know what I'm saying, DDG can't see his stars in the roof, when everybody knows what he was really saying. He tries to ask your cousin or your uncle, name 5 DDG songs. You're trying to shake his hand on camera and bro's moving all kind of weird. And so bro was clowning you. Bro was playing you. You seemed like the one that wanted to squash the beef more, even though it was obvious to everybody that Reggie was still disrespecting you, which makes it even worse since you told us that before y'all got on stream, you squashed it off camera. And so that is some foul shit for y'all to squash it off camera, shake hands, be like, bro, it's cool. And then when the camera cuts on, this nigga start to clown you? The fact that you didn't get up, not shake this nigga's hand. No one's saying you had to steal off on the nigga. Stand up for yourself, right? But what does that tell everybody? You are so hungry for things being cool and smooth in the AMP house with Kai Cenat and all that, that you was willing to take the disrespect right then and there. Quick side note, I'm here editing the video, but also notice how none of these niggas that you are going out of your way to try and be cool with, none of them are defending you. Not Kai, none of the AMP niggas, none of them. None of them are getting on the internet and vouching for your character. None of them are trying to say, oh, Jay Cinco, he's completely wrong about DDG. You know what I'm saying? None of them. None of them are defending you. What's that about? Which tells you 2 things. 1, maybe you shouldn't be so desperate to be cool with these niggas if they ain't willing to get on the internet and actually defend your character when you need it. Or 2, the reason they're not defending you is because they agree with the criticism. Maybe they're texting you behind the scenes, but you know as well as I do, that shit ain't count. That shit not worth nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for me when I need you to stand up for me. And that's why I'm not hungry to be friends with none of you niggas, man. Because all of this shit is fake. All of this shit is fake, and just niggas is strategizing with their relationships, trying to help each other come up or trying to use each other to grow themselves. But if you fell off, would Kai Cenat ever bring you back on stream? You think he would? If you fell off and you were struggling to average even, 1,000 viewers in that world, do you think Kai Cenat would bring you on stream? Do you think all these niggas that are collabing with you would want to collab with you? Because I've fallen off before in a real way, nigga. I lost my fucking mind trying to find truth with Jesus and completely went off the rails. And none of you niggas, none of you internet niggas checked up on me. None of y'all was there to try and help. I know I couldn't have hit none of you niggas up for no bread. In fact, some of you niggas, which I've already passed up on already in the 9 months I've had this channel, by the way. And I don't hold no grudges because life is frequency and everyone gets what they deserve. Everyone reaps what they sow. But all I'm saying, I know what it is. Niggas who I ain't heard from in years is texting me and DMing me and all of that. Why? Because I got motion again and they see what direction the stock is going. But you know who was really there for me? my niggas, bro. Niggas like Astral Dior, niggas like Birdo, niggas like, Will, for those of you who know who I'm talking about where that's concerned. Them niggas was there with me, lending me money when I needed it, giving me encouragement and lending an ear when I needed it. Those are your real friends. And so all I'm saying is, why be so desperate to be cool with niggas that aren't really your friends, bro? Because if I was really your friend, DDG, and I knew the shit that Cinco and all of them was really mischaracterizing you, like you're saying that everybody is mischaracterizing you, nigga, I'd get up on the internet and defend you, bro. Because I'm a real ass nigga. You not friends with no real ass niggas, is from what I'm seeing. A few, you got a couple, and really it's either they don't have any emotion or they're pussy to actually really defend you, or they know it's the truth. It's probably the third one. So you got some thinking to do, but all right, let me get back to my original response. Or maybe you didn't see it. I don't know how you didn't see it because everybody else did, which is why, as you said, when you got off camera, your own mans, all your boys, in the group chat or in the group FaceTime, whatever, we're like, bro, why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that, and how you let bro do this and do that? When your own fans and your own friends are trying to give you the same criticism that niggas who don't know you and are just watching are giving you, that's how you know the criticism is valid, bro. When niggas who fuck with you and are close with you are giving you the same criticism, how you gonna call strangers haters for just saying the same thing that you are realizing yourself or are being told by your own people? So that was just 10 days ago, a little over a week ago. Then we fast forward again. Now, 4 days ago, Cinco drops his video talking about how you disrespected him, how it's not the first time you disrespected him. Both of you acknowledged that happened and you had to apologize in the past. And so it makes it very easy to believe Cinco when he's saying that you did this shit again. You provided zero receipts, zero evidence that proved that Cinco was the first person to disrespect you. You see, if Cinco was the first one to pop off and was on some disrespectful shit, and then you said all the same things you said, you say you made him, you clown him about his jewelry, even if you went as far as to say something about his girl, right? Yeah, everybody, including myself, would have said, damn, that was some real low blows, but you started it, right? If Jay had started the fight, that was you finishing it, and I would have been on your side in that situation. I don't know Jay Cinco. You feel me? I'm not biased to nobody, bro. I am not biased to anybody. I don't give a fuck. I just call it as I see it. I actually see it as a blessing that I've been on YouTube doing my thing for as long as I have been, and I haven't really formed any super close ties with a lot of these industry niggas. That's what I think. You're a black YouTube industry nigga. I really don't got no close ties with none of you niggas like that. I got dudes that I'm cool with that I think there's probably mutual respect, but I have enough distance that I will call it as I see it. I don't care who you are, bro. I don't care if we've dapped up. Depending on the thing, I might let it slide. I'm not going to cover every little thing, but these things that we're covering here, these are significant. So then you crash out on Jay Cinco, take zero responsibility. We all call that out. Jay then provides receipts to prove that the way you tried to frame the text that Jay Cinco sent in regards to Reggie, you have to at this point either admit that you were lying and trying to manipulate people, or you didn't understand. You didn't understand what Jay was saying, which then led to you rushing and making an assessment and accusations that weren't based in reality. That was 2 days ago. And then we talk about the beef squash. I literally just posted that video. It's already going crazy. And I didn't have any criticism for you per se. I'm sure there was some sprinkled in there, but I think the biggest villain in this situation, which made this beef squash go bad, is a toxic fan base that you have cultivated that is literally fighting against you winning at this point. Because Ben, you're losing friends at a rapid pace. You're losing friends at an incredibly fast pace. You are becoming radioactive. And Ben the Don, he's lit. This nigga is hanging out with Drewski and Drake and niggas like that. He's lit. He's a good friend you don't want to lose. He seems like a solid nigga. He's funny. Ain't no real weird allegations about him that I've heard about. He seems like he's genuine. And so this would be a person, especially after losing Jay Cinco as a friend, you don't want to lose this nigga as a friend, bro. You need all the friends you can get. Because before long, it's just going to be you and Dub and Deshae, nigga. That's going to be all that's left at this rate. But the point is, this is a guy you want to keep as a friend. Yet, your own fan base is fighting against you where that's concerned. Now they trying to split you guys up when you were the one that was wrong. You were acting like a fucking 14-year-old kid trying to ego this nigga as two niggas practically in your 30s. Yes, I know you're 28, but I used to be 28 too, nigga. And you know as well as I do that 28 is, you might as well be 30, nigga. So you got, both of you grown as fuck. And you're trying to ego your boy, your man's over a fucking seat that you knew was his seat? That is weirdo behavior. And so y'all talk about it, you squash it, you don't really apologize on camera, which I don't even blame you. At this point, you must be tired of saying sorry, bro. You said sorry now so many times. I understand that, bro. Your ego can only take so much. Any man's ego can only take so much. So you don't apologize to him on camera, even though you disrespected him on camera, and been so cool that he seemed to be okay with that. He seemed to be okay with y'all squashing it off camera. And your own toxic ass fan base is now trying to rip you guys apart. Holy fucking shit, dude. And if I didn't see that you had dropped this video, you know what video I was about to make? I was about to cover how XQC just handed you an L as well. That completely flew past my radar because you got so much drama going on with Cinco and Ben that I wasn't even aware that you had this whole boxing situation with XQC and the boy that you had represent you. You are a fucking millionaire. Your fan base is, your diehard fan base consists of hundreds of thousands of people. Your general overall fan base consists of millions of people. You're telling me, nigga, that you couldn't find one dude who's a real fighter? This is what I mean, bro. It's a frequency thing. The universe is just handing you L's because you're in an L state. You're in an L state spiritually, metaphysically. And so tell me how a nigga with all the resources and all the clout and all the reach you got, you pick a fat, out of shape nigga that wasn't even willing to show up on time or train for this event, knowing that you stamped this nigga and you put your name on that nigga, only for him to now come and quit in the ring in the second round, getting beat up by a white boy. No offense to white boys, you know, white dudes, they can fight too, but still, you know what it looked like. It looks worse when you are a black dude, especially when you a black dude acting like this hood tough nigga, like that nigga that fought for you. He gets TKO'd by a white guy. And you know what? Shout out to him, because he have a little bit of sense for quitting, because he was about to get his ass knocked the fuck out, bro. He was going to be lights out by the end of the second round. So that's why he quit, because he was about to get his shit rocked. But boom, another L. And that was the video I was going to make before you drop this shit right here. So now that we've done that, maybe DDG will understand. Maybe he will finally open his eyes and realize that he is the problem, that he's not making good decisions. He's not treating people properly, and he needs to course correct. And if you do, things will start to go well again, bro. This isn't happening because you cut your dreads off. This isn't happening because you had that situation with Hallie. This is happening because of you. All right, let's listen to the rest of this.
Please comment below why exactly you hate me. Because I feel like a lot of reasons why you hate me is because of false captions, false content, false narratives created around my name. We have fall off singers that's clout chasing me, that's also doing, you have so many different people that's trying to put dirt on my name from all angles, and I feel like it's clouding your memory of understanding why I am where I am in life, you feel me, and why my whole family is winning with me, you know. And I know it's a lot of talk around my name, like, oh, I'm too arrogant, or talk about money too much. I'm just this is Black Boy Joy. I'm just happy to be here.
Are you happy right now, DDG? You want us to believe that you're happy. Is this the kind of videos happy people make? I'm a very happy person. I don't feel inclined or motivated or inspired to make any videos addressing my haters because, nigga, I'm winning in life right now by my standards. Personally, I know compared to you, because you're so much more wealthy and famous than me, you would say, hey, I'm losing, but I am only in competition with one person, and that's me from yesterday. I would suggest maybe you start having that mindset as well.
I'm happy to be successful. I wake up every day with a smile on my face. I thank God for putting me in this position. I thank God for letting me make it to 28. A lot of don't make it to this age. A lot of niggas don't make it past their 20s. A lot of niggas don't make it past 25. A lot of don't get to see their insurance go down when they turn 25. A lot of shit I got to experience, and I come from nothing. So when I talk about money, it comes from a place of being proud of myself and my own reassurance, because a lot of talk down on me, and then I open my account and I say, wait a minute.
DDG, stop defending yourself, bro. Stop it, man. Stop justifying your actions, bro. A lot of people are successful. I was born, in Jamaica, a third world country. It is a very beautiful country. And really, if there was a category like second world, I think it's just first and third world. But if there was such a thing as a second world country, and maybe there is now, but when I was growing up in school, that wasn't a thing. Jamaica would be a second world country, but it's still a far cry from America. And all the things you talked about, bro, water cutting off, lights cutting off, all of that. Nigga, I experienced that shit on a regular basis, and I've never even thought to mention it as if it was some kind of struggle to overcome, because everybody went through that in Jamaica, bro. Like, that's a normal thing. But you know what I never do, bro, is get on the internet and flaunt the money that I've made in people's faces. As far as I've come in my life, I don't get up on the internet, because what is the goal of that, really? What are you trying to prove with that? Who are you trying to prove something to? And fuck me, bro, I've never seen fucking LeBron do that shit. And that nigga, you're broke compared to a guy like LeBron James. You're literally a scrub financially. And that's also why people find it cringe, because yeah, sure, you can flaunt money over YouTubers like me. You can flaunt money over your fans for sure. But if you enter into another room with another group of niggas, bro, you're broke all over again. You got dudes who make your net worth in a fucking day. And so that's gross. It's cringe. But all right, let's hear him out some more.
It don't really matter. At the end of the day, none of the hate that people say to me online has ever transpired in person. So I'm trying to figure out how we can fix this disconnect and this gap and this liking that you don't have for me, because I genuinely don't understand, because I love you and I don't know you. And I know if you see me in person, you'll love me too.
Bro, here's the thing. I would but I don't not love you now. I'm just holding you account. I'm just calling it as I see it. I have zero anything for you. I take it back. I don't love you. I'm indifferent to you. I'm just observing you. That's it. But I don't want to see you lose. I would love for you to find a chick. Here's what I would love. I don't even know if it's possible at this point, but I would love to see you get back with Hallie, have a beautiful, happy family, go platinum, shit on all these niggas who was always talking shit about you because you're a YouTube rapper. And you've already gone platinum before, but you know what I'm saying? Like, going forward, by yourself, have a platinum, have an album, drop an album, have it sell 150K first week, become as big as Kai Cenat or I Show Speed as a streamer, grow your hair back and have like a cool hairstyle again. I would love to see all of that shit for you, bro. And you know what? If I ran into you at the next DreamCon, my energy I would be able to smile and shake your hand and talk to you, bro, honestly, because none of this shit is personal. But you make good content, bro. That's not our fault. That's yours. Nobody told you to do any of the things that you've done, which has earned you this criticism. It'd be one thing if it was just one weirdo YouTuber reaction channel out there and he's just trying to just put out content bashing you over and over again, but nobody else is doing it. Nobody else is talking about you like that. Your Twitter response is mostly love. But here's the reality. If that was the case, you wouldn't be making this video. You're only making this video because you have so many people who know you, people who don't know you, people who've been fans of you forever that are criticizing you in this way. And so you have to realize that it is your fault, bro. It's your doing.
And I know it just comes from a place of I don't know if it's envy. I don't know if it's just like, hey, I know this super handsome, whatever. I don't know if it's because I rage bait. What it is. Y'all rage bait me too. We rage bait each other. I feel like it's fair at that point, right? We both do it, you know? Y'all say little weird jokes to me. I say weird jokes to y'all. It is what it is. Like, it's just a part, you know? Thick skin against thick skin. It ain't that deep. And please, somebody clip this. And I just want to understand y'all. I feel like if I get an understanding from y'all.
Again, he asked for this. He's asking for this video right here that I'm making.
Because if it didn't come out my mouth, then it ain't true. So I know how y'all can get misconstrued and misleaded to hate on me. But it's a reason why I'm still successful, because there's a lot of people that understand me. If you don't get a chance to understand me like my support system do, you know, then you will never understand. But DDG squad know, Moo ladies know, the Mooligans, whatever we want to call ourselves.
There are people who are going to watch this video of mine that are fans of you that are not going to be fans of you after this video. Isn't that sad? There are niggas who are going to see you as more corny now because of this video. Because of this one that I'm making right now. Isn't that sad? And it's because you're making this video. Like I said, bro, cut me a check. I'll give you some spirituality coaching. I will. I'm not joking with you. You can turn all of this shit around. 4 months. 4 months, you can be on top of the world again. With none but people glazing you. But you have to be willing to really change, bro. You have to change the way you're thinking, the way you're moving, the way you treat people. If you do that, bro, everything will be all right. Everything will be okay.
We have understanding, and that's why they fight for me and they ride for me how they do, because they understand where I come from and they understand my mindset. They understand my humor. They understand what I'm saying. They understand when I talk about money, it's not coming from a sense of trying to on somebody. It's coming from a sense of defense, because people come at me without me having any type of ammo on them. So it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? So if we can come to an understanding, I'm pretty sure by the time this year, 2026, maybe even by summertime, we can all be friends. We can all be cool. And we can limit it down to 1 hate comment a month. Right now, we averaging about 3 a day. So let's try to let's try to come to.
See, he's getting way more than 3 hate comments a day, which is why I feel like he's really talking about niggas like me making videos that are getting hundreds of thousands of views. You know what I'm saying?
To some type.
He's probably seen like 3 hate videos about him that are popular, that are going viral. You feel me? And that's what's really getting under his skin.
But understandment, okay? Y'all can't hate on me forever. You niggas only gonna get older.
If you keep doing corny shit forever, then, and as long as people care to hear people call you out for your corny behavior, then yeah, I can hate on you forever. Well, it's not hate. I'm just observing and giving criticism. I don't care. But, you know, you could call it hate if you want. And so, yeah, I will do it forever as long as it keeps making me more money.
All right. So do we want to spend the rest of our social media lifestyle hating, or do we want to have fun on this? Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, haters, I'm not going nowhere no time soon. I'm never going to fall off, whether you think so or not. I see a lot of tweets, they say, DDG fall off.
I hope you don't fall off.
I'm sorry, you're going to be.
I hope you don't fall off. I hope you actually become more successful. But if you're not going to do that, I hope you continue to be popular, but continue to make mistakes. That way you become an infinite money glitch. That's what I would love. I don't want you to fall off. No way, no how. Either way, I'm cool with both of those, because the only thing better than a come up story is a come back story. And I would love to see that. That'd be admirable. But if you aren't going to do the work mentally, spiritually, to make that happen, at the very least, you better stay relevant, nigga, because you're going to keep making mistakes like this and keep being an infinite money glitch.
In the waiting line forever. It's like waiting for the best roller coaster in the world, and it's only one of them. and everybody in the world goes to this one roller coaster every goddamn day. You're going to be waiting for years and years and years and years and years. I'm going to fall off when I want to. It's my choice. So since I'm going to be here for a long time, you might as well get to know me. You might as well stop hating on me. You might as well grow to like me. I'm not going.
See, this is the manipulation he does with his boys. This is, I know, this is how he talks to Hallie. This is how he talks to Jay Cinco. Nigga, you could never be my fucking friend with this kind of bullshit gaslighting. Nigga, what? I don't know how niggas put up with you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Going anywhere. When you scroll, you're gonna scroll. It don't matter if you block me or not. I'm still gonna be here. Okay? So let's try to understand each other. But I'm gonna tell you to take the time. I know it's a lot of deep hate for me, and you might really despise my guts. So I'm gonna give you a chance, okay? I'm gonna give you some time. I ain't asking you to do a full 360 in one day. You know, this can take me.
See, like he's trying to command niggas to like him, which is what he did with Jay Cinco. Bro, you're just validating all the criticism that niggas like Jay Cinco have made public. You're literally doing that right now. It's no different than, nigga, we should just, you know, box. I'ma tap your nose a couple of times. I'ma give you a $700,000 gambling deal. We can all be cool, nigga. Why you tripping? You're doing literally the same thing with the content, but that ain't how the internet work, bro. It's not how the universe works, and it's not how the internet works. You are making this worse for yourself. I hope this video gets through to you. No one else is gonna make a video like this. Maybe other niggas that are criticizing you genuinely hate on you. They might. I don't, bro. But okay.
Months. This shit could take years.
Hopefully you actually hear what's being said in this video, bro.
As we grow and as long as we start to understand each other, I can make this app that you're watching this on right now more enjoyable for you. You know, just try to get a different understanding of my humor, because I think that's the disconnect. At the end of the day, haters, I love y'all. Obviously, y'all love me because y'all tapped into everything I do. We just have a little love and hate relationship, but it's fine. I forgive you, okay? Give me a kiss.
No, you gay, nigga. Get off of me. But hey, all right, guys, that's that video. Wow, didn't expect this. I'm still gonna drop that video about XQC, by the way. But dead ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna follow you on Instagram. I'll follow you on Twitter, bro. DM me if you want or not.